21st of August today, end of quite a nice day, bit windy, been, but it's not now, reasonably warm. I'm looking at this colony. I want to first of all find the queen, make sure she's alright, and put her in that box over there, and move them out if possible, if the queen's alright and if I can find her. Well, there were bees up in the feeder, so that's a good sign. There's no feed for them, so they're very hopeful that they're still around. So let's get it open and see what they're like. Found the queen, marked her red. She's now on the other side. There she is. So I don't know how long they'll before they try to wipe all that red off, but hopefully if we leave it a moment or two it'll dry. Unmarked queen. No, there she goes. She can feel the paint drying. She's trying to rub it off, but with her legs. But that paint will soon be completely dry and she'll give up, and hopefully the nurse bees won't be able to get it off. They're trying to now. The attendants are trying to get the paint off. But we'll get her running around a bit more and then pop her in the new box. Right, they should go down there pretty quickly, hopefully. Join their queen, and this box has got a nice travelling screen to go on it, which is very useful. So no reason why they shouldn't leave here tonight with their marked queen. Now she's marked red because she's definitely not this year's queen, and I think she's last year's queen, but I can't be sure. These bees will soon work their way into that new entrance, and then this box can be cleaned up, painted up, and stored probably for the winter, because I don't think it's going to have an overwintering nuke in it. Not this year. I'm going to put feed on this box, but before I do, I'm just going to go into the brood box and make sure there is brood and eggs in there, and that they're worth feeding. No point feeding them if they're not queen right. Well, that's not very good. There's a wasp in there. Not good at all. Not good all wasps are about, and not good they're getting inside the box. So maybe this one is not in such good condition if the wasps are getting in. I'll have to have a look and find out. Well, the good thing is it's got plenty of stores. It's got plenty of stores, and it's got plenty of brood. Not much cat brood, but plenty of brood. So I think it's okay. Couldn't see lots of eggs, but I think quite happy there are some in amongst that brood. Brood's a bit all over the place. Not quite sure why that is. I'm going to move that to the broken frame and move that up and eventually out. But I think they'll be. I think they're worth feeding. They've still got a few drones in here as well. Haven't seen the queen, but I don't need to see her to feed them. Now we'll see what it's like inside this one. See if these need feeding too. Well, this one's doing fine. There's a lot more cat brood in this one, and there's some evidence There's some evidence of opened cells here and there, so it might be worth doing an inspection on some of these cells later on. I'm not calling it ball brood anymore when there are what we used to call ball brood. There's one being uncapped there, and what's this bee doing with this one here? Just cleaning it out. Another one cleaning that one out. There's quite a few of them cleaning them out, in fact. So they're doing okay. There's another open one there, and there are eggs in there. So there's no reason not to feed this hive. In fact, they were storing food away in the top super already. So they're doing better than the other one, I think, these. And this hive's got a feeder on too. Now this has been established for a long time, and of course it's a Langstroth nuke with an extension on, so it's got 12 Langstroth frames in it. That makes it quite a big colony and quite a lot of space, but it's been in here for quite a long time. Let's see how it's doing. Wow, it looks like I've ignored this colony for just too long. It's queenless, broodless, not entirely beeless, but pretty much beeless. Quite a few drones in it, and it looked as though, well, they were putting straws in it up until quite recently. So I'm not quite sure what's happened, but either they filled up this top section with straws, that's quite heavy, and they've presumably decided there's just not enough space here for them and they've taken off. That's a possibility, or for some reason they've died off, but you can't see any signs of why that would have happened. Right, put it back together again and find another plan for it. The bees in these two boxes are from queen cells that I brought here from another apiary. They're from a line of bees that I've been keeping for many years, a line that I like. In recent years they haven't been treated for mites at all, and at the moment these are ones that are surviving the winter without treatment. And yeah, that's what we're watching. This little new box is a Langstroth box. So these bees are on Langstroth frames. So if these bees are all right, it might be a good idea to switch them into the poly box and let them have twice the space. But first of all, let's have a look and see what's going on in this box. Well, these are doing fine. There's eggs, young brood, more eggs. Okay, so I've transferred the bees from the old wooden box into this poly box, and I can put the extension on, give them some more room. There's already quite a lot of food in that extension. So, yeah, I did find the queen. She was on the bottom of the nuke box, but I popped her into this box, so she's in here. She's dark. These are dark bees. Dark bees, dark mongrels. They're not black, but they're dark mongrels. They've been I've been keeping them for quite a lot of years now. Again, they're treatment free for quite a few years, showing there's a very, very minor amount of chalk brood in here, 1 or 2 cells, possibly a little bit of 1 or 2 cells of sac brood, and then of course quite a lot of this ball brood, which I think we're going to have to find another name for. I'm going to put the extension on now, and that'll be, and keep an eye on these bees and not ignore them quite as much as I did the other lot, which well, they've just taken off. They didn't swarm because they haven't left any cells behind. They've left a lot of drones behind and a few bees, but maybe they moved into one of these boxes. I think that's what's been going on a bit. But anyway, these are now in this box. Well, that's the bees at the entrance of their new box, and may take them a bit of time to settle in, but I've got double the amount of room now that they had, so I don't think that can be a bad thing. I might take out a few frames from this top box later on, because there's so much stored food in there that I think it might be an idea to just have a couple of frames in the middle that are not full of food. I don't know. It's so hard to decide how much space they're going to need as they're a shrinking colony throughout the autumn, and we don't know what the weather's going to be like. But if they want to store more honey, there's not much room for them to do that. And if they want to make more brood, there's limited room for that as well. It's not quite dark yet, so I'm taking a super off this hive here and taking its honey away. And there's quite a nice crop of honey in there too. Well, it's getting dark now. Take the travelling roof down, and there are not very many bees left to go in there now. The odd one or two still flying around. Give another few minutes and then close it up and take it away. I put this box here for the few bees that were left on those frames, whether they were, I mean, there's quite a lot of drones, so we know what they do, but there were quite a lot of other bees too that just seemed to be hanging around. Now, they might just be robber bees from other hives because there was quite a lot of stores in there, but I don't know. Anyway, the old frames, some of the frames are still in there and the box is here, and well, we'll see what happens. Not a lot, I don't think. I've stolen some more honey from this hive now, and there's yet more to take. So I'll bring some wet frames back and then take a bit more. Pretty dark now. Don't think we left many bees behind with this one. So we'll put these in the car and they can go off on their rescue mission.